Hi, I'm Grant Show, and welcome back to Spotlight on Richard Lawson. Let's talk now. What's your future? Where do you want to move forward to? What are you going to take? What's your next step? What's your next plan? Because you have all
I
this great body behind
yes.
you.
Um, I'm creating a global classroom. Technology is such today that, first of all, I know that what I teach, you have to come here to get it. Actors come here from New York, they still have to learn the LA game.
Hmm.
They have to learn how to make it in LA. So and with my unique skill set, that I have a particular set of knowledge. So I've originated some teaching technologies, as you know, and all of this is going to be on film, web-based, where people can go online and get this education. Through video conferencing, I can teach a class in Los Angeles and teach a class in Atlanta and Moscow and Milan at the same time. So that now this knowledge that I have, I can send it out to the world and people don't have to come here to get it. So that they can learn it wherever they are. So that when they do come, they can hit the ground running. They don't have to go through that 10-year learning curve.
And you're one of the few acting coaches that I know that keeps working, and you're still going to continue working as an actor.
That's right. Because the one thing that I want to teach is through doing and not just saying. Yeah, I could sit back and say, listen, this is how you do that because I did that, do it like this.
Hmm.
But that's not the way that I want to teach. I want to actually be the change that I'm asking other people to be, so that when people work with me and study with me, they're studying with me, watching me do what I do while they do what they do, and it's by example.
Hmm.
It's by
It's also a living art form. What we do, it's just not the same. I think it changes as quickly as any other art form there is.
oh,
The style of acting changes every 10 years at least.
absolutely. I mean, you look at what you see today. People talk about, you know, um, I had a Friday Night Live, which is a series that I have where on every third Friday I invite people that I know in the business, like Grant did one. You had Twinkie Bird and Jeff Bird on the show. They did one together, and they are a real hoot. And she was here Friday night, um, and and so one of the things that we were talking about was the changing of the business and how the business is changing. You know, people were talking or thinking that it's difficult to get work out there, for certain types of people, and it's like, no. There's more opportunity today than ever before because the internet and webisodes and the
Create
various
your own.
forms, you create your own. You don't have to be stifled by nothing.
Hmm.
Paramount Studios should get in the way of your career. Your career is what you create, and you're originating on your own. And your agent calls you to go down to Paramount, and it's like you got to move things around to do it. You're not sitting there waiting on that phone call.
That's definitely the way I see you live your life. Yeah. This man doesn't sleep more than 4 hours a night, and it's not because he got insomnia. It's because he's busy working and doing things.
Yeah, my body doesn't need more than 4 hours. I don't need it because I got I get filled and nourished with empowering myself and empowering other people.
And you have one word that you use to really describe your the way you approach life.
Um, I don't know the word you're talking about, but I tell
Passion.
you, huh?
Passion.
Oh, passion. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a passionate person,
Yeah.
and I put passion in everything I do, and that passion is comes out of the fact that I always want to create a place where art can occur. You have to have a place where art can occur. You can't grow grass unless you have fertile soil. And that's what I want to create for myself and for others. And I mean, you've been to my studio, and I mean, and my house. It's a pretty happy place.
Hmm.
It's a place where people can work and do and grow. And I'm trying to create a village of creative people. My students can shoot, light, edit. you know, Twinkie was so impressed because George my assistant, created this whole thing for her, and it was like a music video of her stuff, and she wanted to clone him, but it's like, look, that's just George. They can all do that. They all create their own products. So that's really what's important.
Yeah, and that is really the future of business, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Richard. Is there anything else you'd like to talk to us about? Is there anything I missed?
No, I think I'd like to invite people to come and check out my website.
Please.
At richardlawson.net and see what it is that I do.
Mm-hmm. And you should really come and check out Richard in person. He is absolutely the best teacher I've ever worked with.
Wow, thank you, Grant. It's been a real pleasure working with you too, because we're on a roll.
Yeah, we are.
We are on a roll, pal.
We're having some fun.
You've been working your ass off.
Yeah.
That is really it. But you know what? Everybody that I'm working with is hot, and that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
A state where a place where art can occur.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us on Spotlight on Richard Lawson.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.